So, just an update of the trades that I'm currently in and why I'm in them. So, as y'all know, when the 4-hour candle broke out here on UCHF, I got in. My stops, I can't even adjust my stops. My stops were above here. Once it came here, I took 50% and put my stop loss like up, not at break even yet, but I lowered it, right? So, I'm still holding this trade. I am gonna get into another entry once we break this counter trend line. I'm assuming we have some work to do, probably come back and wake up or something, and then break, and then that's when I want to get in. So I'm wanting to get in like around here when this happens. So I'm still holding that. And as you can see, when I go out in the monthly time frame, it's still a beautiful setup. All right. And remember, I got in based off of this bearish engulfing candle. And then on the weekly, it was a double top, and we did close below the neckline. So I was, in the clear to continue bearish. And gold, I'm in a counter trend, and I am fully aware of how risky this is. I'm pretty much just applying the same principle, except, and I know this is on me. If it loses, okay, well, I get it. But so Dappa does the candlestick analysis on the monthly time frame. In this case, because we're at such a high and because it's such a big candle, it's a big bearish candle that is engulfing 2 weeks worth of data. So to me, it makes sense to kind of be like, okay, cool. Maybe, just maybe, we could have a pullback, right? So I saw this, but I still waited a whole week before I even took it. So on the daily time frame, what confirmed that for me was so we have a level of support and we have higher high, we have supports being formed, then we have support broken, right? And then, so all I did was I plot my counter trend line after we broke below this neckline, all right? So at point A, and I had it like here, right? But I don't remember why I didn't get in here. I was probably just waiting for like some more confirmation. And I ain't even mad at it. Yeah, so let's say, um, actually, no, I did get in here. I did get in based off of this. I did get in, right? So I have counter trend line. It's not too steep. It's not looking like this because I could have done something like this, but I didn't want to. I wanted to be better. This is a really steep counter trend line, and I wasn't that interested. So I was like, okay, let me wait it out. It's fine. I don't mind waiting. Plus, it's a counter trend. It's a counter trend trade because we know overall we're bullish as fuck. And on top of that, it's not based off of a monthly engulfing, it's based off of a weekly. So I still wanted to give it some time and some leeway. So after I saw it break out of here, I was like, okay, cool. I'm getting to some sales. Stop loss is gonna be above this. So now it's just a waiting game. Um, the daily time frame, the flow is currently bearish, like because I guess some people would count that as the 4-hour really, right? Because we had all this consolidation up here, we broke down, and now we're moving sideways in here, coming to retest this level of resistance, right? So I'm expecting a minimum for it to go down here because this is how big the consolidation was. So I don't know. I see something on. But yeah, I have gold sell as a possibility. And now this is a trade that I was debating getting in for so long, and I should have gotten in earlier, but I didn't. So if I look to the left, do you see how terrible of a place this is to actually get into some cells? But I did. I gave into some cells. It's fine. The previous monthly candle is very, very bearish. Massive bearish engulfing. Now we got 19 days to see how this plays out. So on the weekly time frame, when I was actually looking for, okay, I was like, okay, cool. So we have our monthly engulfing. We got the candlestick pattern. That's all well and good. But now what about the weekly? Like, I don't see a double top on the weekly. I don't see head and shoulders on the weekly. The most I could like really, if I wanted to reach, say this is one shoulder, this is a head, and this is another shoulder. Not only did price it's more clear on the daily time frame, right? Because the weekly doesn't really give you time to look at that. It's more clear if you go on here, you see, okay, shoulder, head, you have some shoulders here. But the most important part when it is so fuzzy is to kind of go on the lower time frames. Um, I'm just waiting for price to break this neckline, which it did. It did, and we're currently trading under it. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, cool, fine, I'll give in. I'll go ahead and take some sells, you know? So I plotted my counter trend line and I saw price here, but I was like, I don't want to take it. I don't feel confident. So I waited a little bit, and after price did this bearish engulfing, I was like, okay, cool. I'll just try it out. I don't know what's gonna happen. No one ever knows about the markets, but with the previous monthly candle closing as an engulfing, we have a chance. And I understand that we are at a very strong level of support on the monthly. So I get that that's also equally taking that probability away. And it's fine. I'm willing to see what happens. I really don't care. So there's a possibility price can continue to consolidate to this count to this trend line, maybe even come up some. Um, on this time frame, it looks like I see like a mini shoulder, head, and shoulder pattern forming for, maybe some bulls to the upside. That's fine. I don't care. My stop loss is big. Um, if and when price decides to come this level, I will take out 50% of my profits. Put my stop loss to break even, and then let the rest run. But for now, these are the only trades that I'm in right now that look like they're worth my attention. The dollar's still trading aggressively bearish. And remember when I was like, okay, I see a evening star right here. Bullish, strong bullish. And they have a weak doji and a really nice bearish candle. So, this pattern alone on the monthly is nothing to be messed with. It's very, very strong. I still have a bearish bias for the moment on the dollar. It could very well come back to this level. So I had a counter trend line plot, and then I broke it. So yeah, we'll just see. I'm not into GU and EU mainly because I would want to see a pullback that actually makes sense, that actually pulls back. And I haven't seen that yet. So I'm not involved in those trades. And later we got news at 8:30. So fairly soon. I look forward to seeing what's gonna happen. And yeah, let's see what to do with these trades. I'm I'm still here. Like I took plenty profits from here. So anything like this is a risk-free trade I have right now. So if it does continue, like it's just extra money for me. And I mean, this looks like it has a really good chance. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah. Look forward to seeing how this is gonna play out. All right, happy trading, y'all.